I've been watching the progress of this electric car company in Scotland now for quite a long time. And I've got to say, I am very interested and excited to see what they're up to, because their new MK-1 electric vehicle is actually pretty damn cool. Hello my friends and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Awesome to see you. My name is Sam Evans. Thank you for tuning in. Last year, Munro unveiled what they say is the world's most capable all-electric 4x4. Well, I'm not sure that's true. I'm not convinced they've tested every 4x4 you can buy in the world. There's a few actually pretty crazy military-like 4x4s in China. Rivian's R1T is meant to be amazing off-road, but this thing does look very, very capable off-road, and for a surprisingly affordable price considering it's a bespoke electric SUV. It's similar in design and capability but the MK-1 pickup truck has a bed that can take a Euro-sized pallet. It doesn't actually look very long, but it's fairly wide. The pickup can carry 1,050 kilos, so around about 2,200 pounds, and it can tow 3,500 kilos, 7,500 pounds. Now, there's only one thing I don't really like about it. If you want to get the top spec version, it only seems to come in yellow. Well, that just seems a bit weird to me. I don't see too many yellow pickup trucks getting around. I don't think many people really want a yellow pickup truck. What do you think? Would you consider yellow? Let me know in the comments. There's going to be two different powertrains. One of them, 220 kilowatt, 600 newton meter electric motor. And there's another option with 280 kilowatts and 700 newton meters. For context, that's around about just over 500 horsepower. In both versions of the truck, there is a 2-speed transfer case gearbox with a low-range gear for four-wheel driving and a central locking differential. The MK-1 also has live axles at the front and at the rear, and it's got two different battery pack options. The smaller battery pack, which I think is way too small for a vehicle this size, is a 61.2 kilowatt hour battery. The bigger one is an 82.4 kilowatt hour battery. I actually think both battery packs are too small for the size and the weight of this vehicle. But anyway, they claim to give it a range of 245 to 306 kilometers, so probably around about maybe 180 miles, depending on the terrain, what type of driving you're doing, if it's off-road, if it's on-road, if it's stop-start, highway. Really kind of hard to say, but let's say the EPA range would be approximately 180 miles. So how fast is it? Well, the performance or the version with a bit more power in it will do 0 to 62 miles an hour, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just over 5 seconds. It's got plenty of power. I don't think that's an issue. In my opinion, the major issue here is just the fact that the battery packs are too small for a vehicle this size. Anyhow, what about fast charging? Well, it'll charge from 15 to 80% in exactly 36 minutes, they claim, with a 100 kilowatt DC fast charger. So the charging speed is okay, but also could be better. Who are they targeting with this vehicle? Munro say they're targeting heavy industries, mining, construction, agriculture, so farmers might want to use it, and defense. They're also hoping to help businesses and customers meet their goals in decarbonisation targets, especially for commercial fleets. What's the price? Well, the cheapest version costs £50,000. That's around 93,600 Australian dollars, approximately 60,000 US dollars. It does seem pretty decent for 60,000 US dollars. But that is, of course, the smaller battery pack option, unfortunately. If you want the bigger pack, the 82 kilowatt hour pack with the extra performance, you're going to have to pay £70,000, around 131,000 Australian dollars. That's around about 85,000 US dollars. So when are they coming? Well, Munro say deliveries will commence of both the pickup truck version and the SUV version in early 2024. And they say they already have 200 orders, which fulfill their production capacity until 2025. This is really very much a bespoke vehicle. But Munro does plan on ramping production up, but that's not going to happen for a few years. They are being pretty realistic with their numbers here, I think. Here's what the CEO said. This represents a significant global market opportunity and one which, with our financial partners, we are poised to fully exploit as we take the next strategic step and move towards the pre-production prototype stage. Munro says that 3 of their orders come from Financial Times Stock Exchange FTSE top 100 companies, and 10 come from the top 250 companies. They don't explain which companies those are, though, unfortunately. Munro said, "Our vehicles are designed and engineered without compromise from clean sheet principles, unimpeded by any existing architecture." What this means is they're saying, yeah, if you try and re-engineer an internal combustion engine vehicle to be electric, it's going to have compromises. These vehicles are built from the ground up to be simply electric vehicles only. So they're made very differently to the way you might manufacture an internal combustion engine pickup truck, an internal combustion engine SUV. They say the result is a rugged construction created for decades of service, delivering ultimate go-anywhere off-road ability. Munro will move to a new purpose-built factory near Glasgow in Scotland, where production is intended to scale to more than 250 units per year and ramp to 2,500 units per year by around 2026 or 2027. Still not a lot, 2,500 per year. However, the interesting thing is here that these will be the first vehicles made in Scotland by a Scottish company for more than 40 years. The last company to make vehicles in Scotland was Peugeot, who made the Talbot there, and they closed that plant in 1981, 42 years ago. Personally, I think these vehicles look a little bit like something you design if you're like 8 years old. You know, you're drawing 2D dimensional vehicles, and very simple, very boxy. And that actually appeals to me in a weird kind of way. I think they're really endearing. I don't know what it is that appeals to me. Maybe it's this old school agricultural kind of just really simple look to them. I don't know. What do you think about it? Let me know what you think about the appearance of it. Either way, I mean, it's not really a practical road vehicle. It's not the kind of vehicle you'd really buy as a day-to-day driving vehicle, but it could be a lot of fun off-road. And I do think these would be great cars for the mining industry, for commercial sectors. I just think, Munro, set your sights a bit higher. Let's see more. Production capacity could be significantly greater than the numbers they're going after, 2,500 per year. Set your sights higher. I think you can do it. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.